Trae Young is finally moving closer to a return, and for the Atlanta Hawks, the timing could not be more important. The team announced that its franchise point guard is expected to return to practice next week, as he continues ramping up on-court work, following the right knee MCL sprain that sidelined him earlier this season. It is the most encouraging update Atlanta has shared since the injury and a much-needed boost for a roster searching for stability. Young has been out for an extended stretch after an awkward collision with teammate Mohamed Gay, early in a win over Brooklyn. Gay lost his balance and fell into Young's knee, forcing it to bend unnaturally. Young immediately grabbed at the joint and needed help getting to the locker room. Imaging later confirmed an MCL sprain, serious enough to require patience but not severe enough to threaten the rest of his season. Since then, the Hawks have been cautious, prioritizing a clean recovery over rushing him back. Before going down, Young appeared in only a handful of games, averaging solid scoring and playmaking numbers while still working into rhythm. Atlanta has managed to stay competitive without him, hovering around the middle of the Eastern Conference standings. However, recent losses and constant lineup changes have exposed just how badly the team needs its offensive organizer back. His return to practice signals a possible turning point. What makes this moment especially interesting is how well several Hawks have played in Young's absence. Jalen Johnson has taken a massive leap, emerging as a do-it-all force who scores, rebounds, facilitates, and defends at a high level. Nickeil Alexander-Walker has also stepped up, providing consistent perimeter offense and confidence late in games. Their growth has given Atlanta something it did not clearly have before: options. This creates a fascinating crossroads for the franchise. Young remains under contract for the near future, but his timeline does not perfectly align with the team's rising young core. At the same time, other roster questions loom, including upcoming free agency decisions and draft-related assets that could reshape the future. Atlanta also holds valuable leverage in an upcoming draft scenario that could land them a potential franchise cornerstone, adding even more pressure to get the big picture right. Once Young returns to the floor, the Hawks will finally be able to evaluate how he fits alongside a group that has learned to function without him. That evaluation period may quietly shape the front office's approach as the trade deadline approaches. If the chemistry clicks, Atlanta may double down. If not, difficult conversations could follow. For now, the focus is simple: get Trae Young healthy, get him back into game shape, and see what this team truly looks like with its star point guard running the show again. His rehab has progressed without setbacks, and optimism inside the organization is growing. After weeks of uncertainty, the Hawks finally have momentum, and the next update could bring the clarity they have been waiting for.